Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 20 video number 2. Today, we are going to be in our instruction book on pages 184 and 185. You are also going to need a ruler that measures in centimeters. So let's go ahead and get started with finding the differences between lengths. Yesterday, we talked about comparing lengths of objects to find which one was longer or shorter. Today, we are going to be finding the differences in those lengths. So think about the different ways that we know how to compare numbers. We are going to use that knowledge to apply it to comparing lengths. All right, let's get started. In the yellow box, it says Nate and Jen each have a piece of tape. Who has the longer piece of tape? How much longer is it? So here is Nate's piece of tape, and here is Jen's piece of tape. We can measure each piece of tape using centimeters. So let's look at Nate's piece of tape. Nate's piece of tape is, they did a great job lining it up with the 0 on the left end. And when we line up the right end with the centimeters, this one is 8 centimeters. I'm going to go ahead and write 8 centimeters. This piece of tape, it's lined up on the 0 on the left side, and the right side is lined up with how many? 3 centimeters. So I'm going to write 3 centimeters, making sure to label because it's not inches, it's centimeters. So it says that we can make a bar model to compare lengths. When have we seen these kind of models before? When have we seen these? Think about it. All right, it says that we can write an equation to find the difference. So we have used these models when finding missing parts or a whole. So it says, what is the length of each person's piece of tape? Write the numbers in the bar model. So Nate's piece of tape was how many centimeters? 8 centimeters. Now, Jen's piece of tape was 3 centimeters. So Nate's piece of tape was 8 centimeters. And Jen's piece of tape was 3 centimeters. Number 3 says, who has the longer piece of tape? Who had the longer piece of tape, Smarties? Nate. How do we know that Nate had the longer piece of tape? How do we know that? What do we know about the numbers 3 and 8? 8 is more than 3. So we would say Nate because 8 is more or greater. I'm going to say greater because I'm thinking about our time when we were comparing 3-digit numbers and we use words greater than and less than. So we're going to say 8 is greater than 3. Excellent. All right, number 4 says write an equation you can use to find the difference in the lengths. Then find the difference. So we are going to write an equation. Think back to our time when we were learning about fact families. Fact families are when we have 2 parts and a whole that we can use to make 2 addition sentences and 2 subtraction sentences. So let's go ahead and make a fact family next to our bar model. So I'm going to make spaces for 2 addition and 2 subtraction. Now remember, we've talked about how if we know a fact family, that it can help us solve any kind of equation, addition or subtraction, or finding the missing part. So let's look at our bar model. It says that Nate's tape was 8 centimeters. We know that 8 is the greater number. Looking at the bar model, is 8 a part Or is it our whole that we are comparing? It is our whole. So in our addition sentence, Smarties, where will 8 go in our equation? It's going to go after the equal sign. Now, sometimes we might see an equation where we have the equal sign before our plus sign. So our whole always follows the equal sign. All right, so we know that 8 is our whole. We are comparing Nate's length of tape. He has the greater number. We are comparing Nate's tape to Jen's tape. We are finding what is different. We know that they both have 3 centimeters because there is a group of 3 in the number 8. But how much longer is Nate's tape than Jen's tape? All right, and we know that Jen's tape is 3 centimeters. So 3 is going to be a part. So I can plug in the number 3 in my number sentence. We don't know the difference between those lengths. So I'm going to make sure that my 2 addition sentences show my parts in different ways. Now, when we subtract, what do we always start with? Do we start with subtracting parts or do we start with subtracting from our whole? We start with our whole. We are taking away from the greater number. Now, we can find the difference by starting with Nate's tape, taking away the length of Jen's tape to find our part. Or we know that Nate's tape is 8. Our difference would go here, and Jen's length would be right there. All right, so we can plug in these equations. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use an addition and a subtraction. So I'm going to write 2 equations for number 4. So 3 plus the difference equals 8. 8 minus 3 equals the difference. All right, and it says to solve to find the difference. So we know that Nate's tape is 8 centimeters long. I can use my fingers for this. We have 8 fingers, right? I have 8 centimeters. We know that what is the same is 3 centimeters. What is the difference? 5 centimeters. So I'm going to write 5 centimeters is the difference. All right, Smarties, this is where it gets tricky. So we are going to need to read this more than one time to understand what it's asking us to do. Number 5, it says complete the sentence to compare Nate's and Jen's tape. Blank's tape is blank centimeters longer than blank's tape. Ooh, who had the longer piece of tape? Nate. So Nate's tape is blank centimeters longer. Now, is it going to be 8 centimeters longer? No, that is not the difference. What is the difference that we found? What was the difference that we found in number 4? How many centimeters longer is Nate's than Jen's tape? Look back to your equations. 5 centimeters. Nate's tape is 5 centimeters longer than whose tape? Jen's tape. We could also say that Jen's tape is 5 centimeters shorter than Nate's tape. All right, Miss Mason's going to go mobile because we have one more problem to solve. All right, it says try another problem. Use these stickers for problems 6 and 7. Number 6 says, circle the sticker that is longer. Now, we can look at these stickers and we can tell which one is longer. They give us our measurement. They don't give us the unit of measurement, but it shows us how long each sticker is. Go ahead and circle which sticker is longer. The green sticker is longer, right? We can see that it's longer, but number 7 says measure and write the length of each sticker in centimeters. How much longer is the long sticker than the short sticker? So you are going to need your centimeter ruler. So make sure that you are measuring in centimeters. Remember, centimeters are a smaller unit than inches. All right, so for the green sticker, I'm going to line it up with the 0 on the left end. And I'm going to line up my right end with where it shows on the centimeters. How many centimeters did you get, Smarty? I got 5 centimeters. Did you get 5 centimeters? Awesome. All right, let's write 5 centimeters. I'm going to write 5 centimeters right here. I'm going to say the longer sticker is 5 centimeters. All right, let's measure the shorter sticker, the blue sticker. So make sure to line up with the 0 on the left end and then draw an imaginary line to the right end. All right, how many centimeters did you get? 3 centimeters. So number 7 says measure and write the length of each sticker in centimeters. How much longer is the long sticker than the short sticker? Short sticker. So the longer sticker is 5 centimeters and the shorter, ooh, we have some R-controlled vowels in that word. Shorter sticker is 3 centimeters. Ooh, okay, so now they want us to compare. Can we write an equation to find the difference? We know that the number 5 has a group of 3. So the shorter sticker is 3 centimeters. We know that there is a group of 3 in the number 5. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make an addition equation and a subtraction equation. I want you to go ahead and write this too, Smarties. All right, so we know that we are comparing these lengths. So which length was the longer length? 5 centimeters. So 5 centimeters is going to be our whole. So in our addition equation, remember, if our whole follows the equal sign. So we know that 5 is the whole that we are comparing. And when we subtract, we always start with our whole. All right, and the part that we know is 3 centimeters. We don't know the difference yet, but when we subtract, we can start with what we know. We can start with our whole, take away what we know, and find our difference. So when I compare, we know that the number 5, we know that 5 has a group of 3. How many centimeters longer is the long sticker than the short sticker? 2 centimeters. So we can say the long sticker is 2 centimeters. Remember to label, Smarties. 2 centimeters longer, period. All right. So can you believe that you were going to have to do some addition and subtraction with measuring? That is why we build our knowledge on all these topics, because we use them at the same time, a lot of the time. In real life, you are going to have to do some addition and subtraction when measuring. That's why it's so important to have a growth mindset, because you are a great learner and great learners do hard things. This is challenging. We're doing multiple math skills at one time, but you can do it. I know you can, because you are a second grade Smartie. All right, Smarties, I will see you very soon with another measuring lesson. Keep that growth mindset and happy learning.